A very good morning, Mark. Here it is Monday, December the 8th, just after 8 a.m. Eastern Time. That's just going on 1 p.m. GMT. US session about to get underway and going into the afternoon portion of the European session. Big week ahead in terms of monetary policy statements. We've got the Royal Bank of Australia interest rate decision, and that is later on this evening. Wednesday, we've got the Fed out of the US and Bank of Canada also on Wednesday. And then to end the week, we've got the Swiss National Bank policy rate decision. So a lot to look forward to during the week. Let's see how we stand to start this week. US dollar index, small green candlestick. You can see that tried a little bit lower, continuation of the downtrend. US dollar is fighting back going into the US session. I've got support at 98.44. That's the level sellers will be looking to test. Haven't been able to break through that level last week. And resistance at 98.65, the level that buyers will be looking to test or break above. Once the US session does get underway. Let's have a look at the S&P. Bearing in mind it's futures trading for now. Wall Street opening up in about an hour and a half. And to start with, in the futures market, demand for S&P, another green candlestick, uptrend still in place. I've got resistance at 6,894. We know buyers are looking to test that 6,900 and support at 6,871. So certainly equity starting on the front foot. We'll see how that plays out during the US session and once Wall Street gets started. Let's have a look at gold. Gold looking pretty much like it looked last week, hanging around that 4,200 level. We did see on Friday gold testing higher, unable to maintain, came back and closed within this narrow range. And you can see that over the past week and going into today as well. I've got support at 4,196 and resistance at 4,219. Buyers will be looking to maintain above that 4,200 level and perhaps higher, where sellers will look below the 4,200, looking to test the support from last week. Let's have a look at Brent oil. Brent oil being sold off to start the day. I've got resistance at $63.94. That's just under the $64, close to the high from Friday. And I have support sitting at 62.88. So certainly the red candlestick confirming Brent oil being sold off this morning. We'll see whether that continues and can be maintained. Overall, doesn't really change the downward bias. If I scroll back, you can see the downward bias we've been in pretty much for the second half of the year, hanging around now that $63 level. Buyers looking up to test, break this resistance and to get above $64. Sellers will look to maintain below the $63 level. And let's have a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin fighting back. We saw that yesterday. We saw the fight back, bullish engulfing candle. Not that clear because it's pretty much in line with the support level that we've seen over the since Friday, hanging around that support at 90,000. Did bounce up though today. I've got support at the 89.8 thousand. I've got resistance at this point at 92.2 thousand. Higher high, higher low. Buyers looking to bounce up off the lows we saw last week around 84,000. Buyers looking above this 92, looking to get back to the 94,000 or higher. We'll see whether there is demand for Bitcoin as the US session gets underway. Good trading, keep that discipline, and I'll see you at end of day.